Hello everyone, this is Ashmita from Sources Classes, and let me tell you, here in today's class we're going to solve a handful of questions, like around 5 questions from the UPSC IAS Paper 1 General Studies paper. So most of you might have given this examination this year and you are just waiting for your answer key. Let me tell you, in today's class we are going to solve from question number 41 to 45. Yes, we are not solving all the questions in one video. Rather, we are just going through a series of videos. If you just follow our channel, you will be able to understand. Like, we are solving 5 questions because each question is becoming a bit elaborate when I'm explaining it. So it's good to keep it short so that you can just focus on each of these questions properly with all your full attention. So that's it. Let's start the class. Now, starting with question number 41, we see that it's about Climate Action Tracker, which monitors the emission reduction pledges of different countries. It is, of different countries. Is it okay? 4 options are given to us and we need to understand which of these are correct, because we need to choose the most appropriate option as the correct one. From the 4 multiple choice options, we need to choose the correct option. All right. So number A says database created by coalition of research organizations. The second option says wing of International Panel of Climate Change. Okay, let's consider number C, committee under United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. And number 4 says, or number D says, agency promoted and financed by United Nations Environment Program and World Bank. So over here, about the Climate Action Tracker, which monitors the emission reduction pledges of different countries, is a database. Okay, so it's basically a database. So we are going to consider option number A as the correct one. That is database, which is created by coalition of research organizations. All right. So yeah, now I'm going to talk about this Climate Action Tracker in a bit elaborate manner. Climate Action Tracker is an independent scientific analysis that tracks the government climate action, and it also measures it against the globally agreed Paris Agreement, which aims at holding warming well below 2 degrees centigrade and pursuing efforts to limit the warming to 1.5 degrees centigrade. It's a collaboration of 2 organizations, that is the Climate Analytics and the second one is the New Climate Institute. The Climate Action Tracker has been providing this independent analysis to policymakers since 2009. So this Climate Action Tracker quantifies and evaluates the climate change migration targets. It also aggregates the country action to the global level, determining likely the temperature increases during the 21st century using the MAGICC climate model. Now, Climate Action Tracker further develops the sectoral analysis to illustrate the required pathways for meeting the global temperature goals. So as you can see on your screen, it's question number 42 over here. They have given 4 statements. No, not 4 statements. They have given 5 statements over here. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah. So we have to consider which of the following statements given above are correct. Let us go through these options once. So the first statement says the climate group. Yeah. The Climate Group is an international non-profit organization that drives climate action by building large networks and runs them. What is this Climate Group all about? Climate Group is an international non-profit organization which was founded in 2003 with offices in London, New York, New Delhi, Amsterdam, and Beijing. Their mission is to drive climate action plan fast. So this group builds and runs networks. So therefore we can consider option number 1 to be the correct one. Let's move over to option number 2. Option number 2 says the International Energy Agency, in partnership with the Climate Group, launched a global initiative that is EP100. Now, what is this EP100? EP100 is a global initiative which is led by the International Non-Profit Climate Group, bringing together over 120 energy smart businesses committed to measuring and reporting on energy deficiency. Now, what is this EP100? Now, EP100 is a global initiative which is led by the International Non-Profit Climate Group, bringing together over 120 smart energy businesses which is committed to measuring and reporting on energy efficiency movements, which is committed to measuring and reporting on energy efficiency improvements. So we can say option number 2 is incorrect, but option number 3 is correct. That is, statement number 3 is correct. Okay. Now moving over to statement number 4. Statement number 4 says some Indian companies are members of EP100. So you see Mahindra and you see this Mahindra and Mahindra, you have heard about the name a lot many times, became the first Indian company to join the EP100 initiative. So we can consider statement number 4 to be the correct one. Let's move over to the next option. The next option says the International Energy Agency is the secretariat to the Under 2 coalition. So what is the sentence trying to say? This is saying that, let me tell you, yes. So you see, climate group is the secretariat to the Under 2 coalition, okay, and it works with governments to accelerate the climate action through 4 streams. Now what are these 4 streams? One is pathways, one is policy action, another is transparency, and another is diplomacy. So you see, statement number 5 is correct. Okay, so we can consider, so we will consider option number 5 to be incorrect. Okay, so you see, your correct answer would be number B. So number B says you have 1, you have 3, and you have 4 as the correct statements. All right. Now, let us move over to the next question. Let's follow the next question. Question number 43 says, if rainforests and tropical forests are the lungs of the earth, then surely wetlands function as its kidneys. Which one of the following functions of wetlands best reflects the above statement? Okay, so we need to prove the statement. Which statement? That the wetlands are the kidneys, or function as the kidneys of the earth. So we need to prove this statement. Let us go through the statements, the choices we need to choose from. Number A says the water cycle in wetlands involves surface runoff, subsoil percolation, and evaporation. Number B says algae form the nutrient base upon which fish, crustaceans, mollusks, birds, reptiles, and mammals thrive. Number C says wetlands play a vital role in maintaining the sedimentation balance and soil stabilization. Number D says aquatic plants absorb heavy metals and excess nutrients. So you see, your correct option would include both A as well as D. Okay. Now, why did I choose these two options? First of all, water cycle in the wetlands involves surface runoff. There is subsoil percolation as well as evaporation. Now, like your kidneys remove wastes and extra fluid from your body, right? So your kidneys also remove the acid that is produced by the cells of your body and also help in maintaining a healthy balance of water, salts, and all the minerals that is there in your body. So in the same manner as sediment, excess nutrients and chemicals flow off the land, wetlands filter the runoff before it reaches the open water. So nutrients are stored and absorbed by the plants or microorganisms, and a sediment settles down at the bottom after reaching an area with slow water flow. Number 44, it says in the context of WHO air quality guidelines, consider the following statements. The 24-hour mean of PM 2.5 should not exceed 15 PM 2.5 should not exceed this, okay? Second statement says in a year the highest levels of ozone pollution occur during the periods of inclement weather, all right? Number 3 says PM10 can penetrate the lung barrier and enter the bloodstream. Okay. Number 4 says excessive ozone in the air can trigger asthma. All right. WHO air quality. This WHO air quality guidelines, we would consider number 1 to be the correct statement, that is 24-hour mean of PM 2.5 should not exceed 15 this much, and annual mean of PM 2.5 should not exceed 5 this much. This one is correct, and number 4 is also correct. That is excessive ozone in the air can trigger asthma. The rest of the two sentences are not correct. All right, so we will consider option number B, because it shows 1 and 4 only. So option number B is the correct answer. Now, why did I choose this? This is because the highest levels of ozone pollution occur during periods of sunny weather. What about number 4? Why did I choose this one? Now, why did I choose number 4? Now, this is because long-term exposure to ozone is linked to aggravation of asthma, and it's likely to be one of the many causes of asthma development. Studies in locations with elevated concentrations also have reported associations of ozone with deaths from respiratory causes. We are in question number 45, which is the last question for today's class. All right. With reference to Gucci, sometimes mentioned in the news, consider the following statements. It's a fungus, it grows in some Himalayan forest areas, it is commercially cultivated in the Himalayan foothills of northeastern India. Okay, so now which statements are we going to consider? Your answer would be it is a fungus, that is Gucci is a fungus. It also grows in some Himalayan forest areas. And number 3 is wrong. Alright, so first of all, let me tell you, Gucci is a mushroom. It's a species of fungus in the family of Morchellaceae of the Ascunacota. Over here, your correct answer would be number C, which includes both 1 and 2. All right. So, what is this Gucci all about? Now, Gucci is a mushroom. It's a species of fungus in the family of Morchellaceae of the Ascomycota like thing, and it grows in the Himalayan foothills, and the mushrooms cannot be cultivated commercially and grow in conifer forests across the temperature regions. And the foothills in the Himachal Pradesh, in Uttaranchal, and in Jammu and Kashmir, we can find it everywhere. All right. So that was the entire discussion for today's class. If you want to solve questions like this in live sessions, and if you want to watch our recorded lectures, and if you want the solutions to the previous year's question papers, if you want to prepare prepare any kind of other entrance examination preparation if you want to do, get the study materials at your doorstep, get all the doubt clearing sessions, worksheets, mock tests, then you can join our classes. Just go over to the description box below this video. You will get the contact details as well as the website link. That's www.saurabhsysclasses.com. If you want to join our classes for any kind of entrance exam preparation, you can do so by dialing the number which is provided in the description box, or you can just go over to the official website and have a glimpse of our classes. So that's it for today's class. Crash course also available. Doubt clearing sessions also available. So what are you waiting for? If you really want to do rigorous preparation for your entrance examination without sitting back at home in your couch, you need to join our classes so that we can just give you a rigorous, thorough preparation so that you can just score well in your exam. That's it for today's class. We're going to meet once again in our next classes.